calling to tell ya that it's Monday morning and it's December 2nd. There's a new month rolling. What's up, y'all? It's December 2nd. It's a new month already. The last, 29 days left for you to get whatever you had going on in 2024 out of your system. Whether you gotta pray it out, fast it out, work it out, break it off, close it up, zip it up, sew it up, push it out the way, whatever. Let's clear it out before 2024. Let's get our minds ready to move on and press toward the mark. What's up, y'all? Did y'all enjoy your long weekend? Hopefully some of y'all had them. I had some days off, which was nice. Thanksgiving was very nice. Spent a lot of time with my fam bam. Went to a comedy show. It was really funny. Rodney Perry was the comedian. He was very funny. Yeah, just hung out with my family. Didn't eat too much, but definitely got enough of a bellyache. Everything was good. Yeah, went to dinner with my husband. Played lots of Call of Duty because it's a double XP weekend. So that's going on until today, and that's it. And I won't see it again until Christmas. But yeah, that's it, y'all. It was a pretty nice, chill weekend. Praise God and thankful to God for that. Hopefully yours was as well. Hopefully y'all didn't have no fights or no arguments amongst families. I was seeing a lot of TikToks of people throwing the food away, fighting, this, that. I hope y'all didn't have that. I hope y'all could just look on to entertainments and pray for those families, because that's just rough. Other than that, I have nothing exciting. It did snow for the first time this year where I'm from. So that was interesting to see. I didn't have to drive in it because it happened on a Saturday, so that was nice. But yeah, it's definitely officially winter where I'm at. So yeah, let's get into these NFL scores. So the Lions beat the Bears week 13-18. And yes, I lost again in my fantasy. What's new? So the Lions beat the Bears 23-20. The Cowboys beat the Giants 27-20. The Packers beat the Dolphins 30-17. The Chiefs beat the Raiders 19-17. The Texans beat the Jaguars 23-20. The Colts beat the Patriots 25-24. The Chargers beat the Falcons 17-13. The Seahawks beat the Jets 26-21. The Commanders beat the Titans 42-19. The Steelers beat the Bengals 44-38. The Vikings beat the Cardinals 23-22. The Rams beat the Saints 21-14. The Buccaneers beat the Panthers 26-23. The Eagles beat the Ravens 24-19. The Bills beat the 49ers 35-10, and it was snowing a split off. And then tonight, the Broncos play the Browns. It was kind of a boring matchup, but yeah. Let's see what's happening in the news. I haven't read a lot of news. That's a lot more like goofy stuff on social media, but no, the news has not been nothing breaking. NFL insiders weigh in on who the Chicago Bears may be trying to bring in for interviews as they conduct their search for a new head coach. While Cyber Monday doesn't officially start tomorrow, NBC Select rounded up dozens of unbeatable discounts that are already available to shop. I literally bought nothing for Black Friday, and I don't have nothing planned for Cyber Monday. Like, there's really nothing I want or need. I'm with everybody else. Like, let's get some Black Friday groceries. Like, everybody got a million TVs and all electronics. Like, there's really nothing else needed. An illegal hit on Jaguars quarterback Trevor Lawrence led the player being carted off the field and sparked an ejection, as well as a confrontation between Jacksonville and Houston Texans players. I saw the hit. I mean, I didn't think it was on purpose, but, that's just me. Princess Kate has shared a Christmas letter offering a poignant message about the importance of love, kindness, and forgiveness. It's no joke. Get it? It's no joke. Dedicated fans of the Buffalo Bills are serious about helping to clear their team's home turf ahead of the Sunday's game. It was out there in that snow. You would think they'd get a covered stadium. Like, is the owner that cheap? President Biden is expected to issue a pardon for his son Hunter Biden, according to senior White House official. Of course he is. Why wouldn't he? That'd be silly. Bob Breyer, the former drummer for My Chemical Romance, has passed away at 44. Wow. So young. Marissa Bode is addressing the derogatory comments made about her Wicked character. Don't know who she is. I don't really plan on watching Wicked at all. The Supreme Court is expected to hear arguments Wednesday on a case focused on restrictions to transgender care. The decision could have broad impacts for years to come. The latest, an Arctic blast has brought snow, frost, and dangerously cold winds to the northern plains, Midwest, and Great Lakes. Yep. Grossing $220 million across North American since its Wednesday release, Moana 2 has shattered box office records with the biggest 5-day opening of all time, including the biggest Thanksgiving debut. I might watch that if it come on TV. Veteran running back Saquon Barkley and Derrick Henry are thriving with new franchises after their previous teams didn't want to pay them. I know the Titans is hating that. Elon Musk is asking a federal jury to stop OpenAI from converting into a fully for-profit business. Senator Mike Rounds expresses support for FBI Director Christopher Wray one day after President Trump said he would nominate Kash Patel to lead the agency as Wray's replacement. Russian President Vladimir Putin approves budget plans raising 2025 military spending to record levels as Moscow continues in its war in Ukraine. I'm not even about to say this girl's name, but her voice was the voice of Moana. The magic of Wicked has spoiled for some moviegoers who say too many people are taking photos and recording videos during their screenings. Texas education officials approved an optional Bible-based curriculum in elementary schools in the latest attempt to introduce religious materials to public students. Wonder how many parents are going to have their kids take that. That's going to be the thing. Because if it's not forced, who is going to get their kids in these classes? The recent active period for the sun is likely to continue over the next year, which means a strong chance of more solar storms and spectacular auroras. A mother of Israeli-American hostage Eden Alexander tells NBC News she was both shocked and relieved to see her son in a Hamas-issued propaganda video. China has vowed resolute countermeasures to a recently approved U.S. arms sales to Taiwan and complained to the U.S. for arranging for a democratically governed island president to transit through U.S. territory. 6 people were pulled alive from the rubble of a Missouri home Saturday morning after an unexplained explosion mangled the residents. Dang. Where was that at? Jefferson City. Iran has stolen the support behind Syria's government after insurgents took control of the country's second largest city of Aleppo and seized nearby towns and villages. Latino men vaulted into the spotlight with their greater than expected support for President Trump. These are some of the returns they hope for on their votes. Former Harry Potter film actor Rupert Grint faces a $2.3 million bill after he lost a legal battle with tax authorities. Top Republicans tell NBC News they plan to quickly pass a slew of conservative priorities without Democratic votes. They'll need to navigate party divisions and a tiny House majority. Andrew Luck is returning to Stanford in hopes of turning around a struggling football program that he once helped become a national power. Haley Steinfeld and Buffalo Bills Josh Allen are officially engaged. Okay. Biggest box retailers focus on providing consumer shopping experience in multiple formats. IKEA is the latest to add smaller footprint stores. Tempers flared after Michigan's victory over number 2 state Ohio State. Yeah, they was scrapping. Dodgers slugger Shohei Ohtani claims his former interpreter is in wrongful possession of valuable baseball cards that rightfully belong to him. He shoplifted off of Ohtani. Right, I think really the news is repetitive. I did like a few things on here. So let's see. So this woman was arrested for the second time for assaulting her dog, but this time she was pregnant. I don't know how real this is. Now, I know the dog can't get her pregnant. The trial is set for January 15, 2025 for Denise Frazier, the woman accused of performing sex acts with her dog. Jones County Sheriff's Department investigators received a video posted to social media that showed a pregnant Frazier assaulting her dog, violating her bond conditions. Jones County bond was revoked by force. Something's really wrong with this girl. So this is the fight video. So it just ended up being a really big brawl. The police literally had to pepper spray a lot of people. So this Thanksgiving was a whole Tubi horror movie. Let's see what took place. I don't know what's happening. I don't know, but he messed up the turkey, y'all. Yeah. He forgot to take everything out, and it was a tragedy. Alright, let's see what else we got going on here. Cyber Monday. Get your shopping on if you want. There's to be a bunch of Cyber Monday ads. A Florida grandfather was pew-pewed and unalived on Thanksgiving over loud music. Sad. So Trump threatens tariffs if BRICS nations challenge the U.S. dollar with new currency. I don't really know how he gonna do that. But he said the U.S. economy won't tolerate any attempt to replace the dollar. BRICS nations must commit to avoiding such efforts or they'll face steep tariffs and lose access to our market. The idea of BRICS currency has been gaining momentum, fueled by dissatisfaction with the U.S. dollar's dominance in global markets. Leaders like Russian Vladimir Putin have called for alternative payment systems to limit the United States' influence in global financial transactions, which they argue has been widened as a political weapon. However, not all BRICS nations agree on the path forward. While some members push for financial independence from the dollar, others fear economic backlash from the U.S. and its Western allies, whose economies heavily depend on the dollar. 100% tariffs on BRICS countries will drastically increase the cost of imported goods in the U.S. That's what I'm saying. We import a lot of stuff. Somebody said big game on tariffs, but I haven't heard a single thing about cutting out the annual billions, now trillions of years of aids we send to Zionist Israel while our own continue to suffer here. They have free health care, retirement, and some of the best infrastructure all paid by our tax dollars. Why doesn't Donald Trump do this simple fix? Stop sending them our tax dollars. Well, that's a very good question. The rest of the world wants to do what's best for themselves outside of U.S. interests, and now the U.S. wants to threaten them. See, this is how bully nations act. The U.S. is not the hero or ethical leader here. Somebody said the American dollar about to have the same worth as a Chuck E. Cheese token, fooling with him. I don't know how he thinks he's going to do it. Drake UMB lawsuit backfires as Kendrick Lamar is Not Like Us sees 440% sales surge and 20% stream increase. Y'all getting on my nerves with all these dang gone Black Friday ads. South Carolina mayor tragically unalived in a head-on collision 1 week after entire police department resigns. He was being pursued by a deputy. The pursuit was not related to any laws being broken. The pursuit was taking place in an effort to protect the well-being of Mr. Garner. So he was being chased to protect him, and then he ended up in a collision. Yeah, everybody's just confused as we are. Do you believe romance is different in the digital age? Absolutely. Somebody say yes, too many options, not enough genuine connections. Options are unlimited, which is a problem. It's non-existent. Yes, it's so rushed these days. There's no true connection anymore. I'm old school. Let me bump into you at the store at our function. Let me flirt with you and make you smile real quick to see if you have a sense of humor. I mean, I've met a lot of good people on social media, but I don't know. I just don't think it's for me. Let's see what else we got here. So here's what Trump had to say about Biden pardoning Hunter. He says, does the pardon given by Joe to Hunter include the J6 hostages who have now been in prison for years? Just an abuse and miscarriage of justice. Trump was not happy about this pardon because, but Biden would have been crazy not to get him up out of there. Elon Musk says cancel culture has been canceled. I don't know about that, Elon. The movies are still very much, as they like to say, woke. Alright, let's see what else we got here, y'all. So if New York is known for its Timberlands and the West Coast is known for Converse and Nike Cortezes, what is the South known for? What are they known for? Somebody said Air Max or sandals. We don't need shoes. We don't known for the prettiest women and best food. Southman got Birdman lugs, Air Force Ones, poverty and broken English. Forces or Midwest, is y'all cool? Paint splatter jeans. Steel toe. Somebody said they got the Annihilator Gators. That's what they know for. Hard bottom church shoes. The Monicas. That's hilarious. Dream Kardashian says she's the only Kardashian kid in her family. Dream, she kind of got a point. Everybody else got their daddy's last name. The Kim's kids got West, and Chloe's kids got Thompson, and Courtney's kids got Webster. So, I mean, Dream might be on to something. She might be on to something. I think her mama told her that, though, or her daddy. Her daddy could have said it too. Keep that name, Dream. Let this be a lesson. Don't give up your name even if you get married. Eddie Murphy's son and Martin Lawrence's daughter got engaged. They've been dating for a long time. El Cool J says people will one day recognize him as the most important rapper to ever exist. El Cool J definitely put stuff on the map. Somebody said, respectfully, I like to say as a person who's lived through everything he's saying, he's not wrong. He really paved the way and still stay committed to his wife. 20 plus years, no scandals or blogs. Yeah, a lot of people agree. He definitely paved the way. I mean, I don't know if he's not getting the recognition he wants, but the streets know what's up. The streets know LL Cool J is hard at. Let's get into Reddit. What's something that's supposed to be sexy but does nothing for you? I'd say like piercings everywhere. Like all the face piercings and all that. I don't get it. And the tattoos. Somebody said there was an episode of Community where Donald Glover said he was more turned on by women in pajamas than lingerie. That hit hard. Yeah, I don't think a lot of men care so much about lingerie. Somebody said eating booty. When guys post gym selfies on dating apps. High heels, I don't like them enough to feel like I'm aroused. As a woman, it has to be degradation to me. Being called a whore or slut or that I'm meat to be effed gets me drier than effing Sahara Desert. I don't get it. It makes me feel like they want to hurt me, and I don't like that. Twerking, fisting, and squirting. Wow. Fake boobs, fishnets. A bare leg is way better to my hand than scratchy fishnets. I don't even know how you ladies can stand having that texture against your skin. Baby talk, stepsisters. I don't find lingerie sexy either on me or on another woman. Now, normal clothes worn provocatively, he got me. Dudes with massive muscles doing those stupid flexes at the gym. BBLs. Photos of genitalia, cheesy pickup lines, plastic surgery of any kind. Somebody doesn't like dirty talk. They said they'll start laughing. The whole naughty nurse thing. My mama's a nurse. I never realized how much I don't think about that kink until I worked at a grocery store. F you people. Women in their duck lip poses, also shaving off eyebrows and painting them back on. Please, ladies, just stop. We love you. Please stop. Somebody said wankers. I don't understand why anyone wants to look at them. Huge butts. Huh? A lot of picky people here. Somebody finally said piercings. If there's enough metal to start a mosh pit, I'm not aroused in any way. Somebody doesn't like red lipstick. Wow. What do kids not know about today that makes you feel old? So many things. Pre-streaming TV, no recording. They don't even know how to turn the knob and the dial on the TV, or just use an antenna, period. Like, the list is long. Not being in constant contact, just playing outside or hanging out with friends and only calling your parents on a dial-up phone if it was an emergency. Only being able to call a long distance from a landline and having to wait until after a certain time at night because the rates were cheaper. There was no three-way calling when I was growing up either. It became a thing like when I got to middle school, but there was no thing. Life before the internet. Dot matrix printers and sounds of several of them going at once. Not knowing like any conversation you have today can be Googled in seconds. Dial up. Man, that old school keyboard. I'm surprised more old people don't have carpal tunnel, because that old school keyboard was so much harder to push. But now everybody got carpal tunnel off of these regular keyboards. I don't even get it. Hitting up Blockbusters with your friends, sleeping over, picking out a movie or a game, picking up a couple of pizzas. Yeah, now that everything comes directly to us and we really don't have to leave our house, it's kind of crazy. You almost have to find some reason to leave your house. Saturday morning cartoons. Phone numbers used to only be 7 digits. Man, I hate when they incorporated 10 digits. Being the first in the family to purchase a PC, phone books, rewinding a cassette tape with a pencil when it got chewed up, trying to make your own mixtape off the radio, hoping you could pause it in time so you did not record the DJ talking. Man, if you could make a perfect mixtape, you was the man. The joy when the house was hooked up to cable and we had more than just the picked up antennas, ABC, NBC, and CBS, a fourth local channel, and PBS. Now we have 40 channels. Back when there was only 40 channels, now it's like over 2,000 and there's still nothing on TV. Back when data plans weren't unlimited. AOL, trial CDs in the mail and trying them out. That $2 bill. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff, y'all. We owed. Alright, let's see if there's anything exciting on Am I the A-Hole? Would I be an a-hole if I told my therapist to stop eating during our sessions? I've been seeing a therapist and she's lovely, but the other day she did something that really puzzled me. Usually she would have a cookie or tea during our session, but that day she ate a seafood boil. If you're not familiar with seafood boil, it's a type of dish where seafood, crab, shrimp, crawfish are mixed with thick, highly spicy sauce in a plastic bag. I like seafood boils, but I found the smell cracking of shellfish to be extremely distracting during our therapy. I would like to continue therapy with her as she is really helpful, but I'm scared of confrontation. Would I be an a-hole if I told her to stop eating messy food during our sessions? Edit for clarification. Thank everybody for the input. I will be sure to ask her not to do this again in the future. I'm seeing her for depression. This was an in-person. Yeah, the lady was unprofessional, dude. Somebody said that's like a scene from Seinfeld. Not the a-hole. Why is she eating during the session in the first place? taking a sip of water is one thing, but a seafood, I mean, you know, I don't even eat when I'm talking to y'all. Barely drink, but sometimes my voice be thirsty. I mean, I need something to drink, but yeah, that's really rude. Alright. What is this? Am I the a-hole for breaking up with my fiance after walking in on her making out with my brother? I'm 30 and I've been engaged to my fiance, 28, for about a year. We've had a strong relationship, or at least I thought we did. We've always communicated well, and I genuinely believe we were in a good place. We talked about the future, marriage, and everything that comes with it. I never had any major doubts. Recently, I went on a weekend's boys trip with some friends. I planned to stay the entire weekend, but for personal reasons, I decided to cut the trip short and return a day early. I wasn't expecting anything unusual, just looking forward to surprising my fiance and spending some quiet time together after being flown away. When I walked in the door, I was completely blindsided. My fiance and brother, 32, were making out on a couch. They both froze when they saw me, and I just stood there, unable to process what I was witnessing. My fiance immediately started apologizing, saying it was a huge mistake and that it didn't mean anything. She explained that they had been drinking and things got out of hand, but it was one thing and it didn't change how she felt about me. My brother didn't say much, but he looked incredibly guilty and ashamed. I couldn't think straight, so I left and went to the friend's place to clear my head. I've been avoiding both of them ever since. My fiance has been calling and texting nonstop, apologizing and begging for me to talk to her. She keeps saying she's sorry, that it was a mistake, and she regrets it, but I can't shake the feeling that I'll never trust her again. My brother has also texted me saying he's sorry, but I honestly don't know if I can look at him the same way. I feel completely betrayed by both of them, and I'm struggling to figure out what to do next. Some friends say I should break up with her because I'll never get over this. Others think, yeah, she gotta go. She came between you and your bro, and it's always gonna be bros before hoes. I mean, you can be as mad as you want, but your brother can always be your brother. And every time you see them around, it's just gonna be too crazy. Somebody said, get your ring back and kick your brother in the groin. Alright, let's get into story times, y'all.
Doing this the rest of your life?
I'm 68 now.
Your life ain't over, girl. Your life ain't over.
How long you want me to do it? Good God, 68. There's nobody. They already teasing me. I'm the oldest in Tucson.
So Queenie, right?
I came from Florida. And
how long you been out here?
All summer.
Okay.
And I came to look for an Indian husband. And I get a little $800 check every month. Social Security. But that's all they give me is $800. So I still have to come out and try to work a little bit. $800 a month and $90 in food stamps is not much to live off of. So I come out and I pick up a few dates. Now the most interesting man that I met was a middle-aged white man. He was about 60. And we went to his house and he paid me $100 and we watched Lizzie Borden on television. And I gave him a nice job.
Queenie, she's 68 and still having to work these streets because they only giving her $800 in Social Security. Pray for Queenie, y'all.
Pretty when I had a baby in the car, everybody else stuck. Oh my gosh. Sammy, we're gonna do the best first story ever.
Shout out to her for letting y'all video her after she walking in with this dang on baby that she had in the car. Women are so strong sometimes.
Y'all look at this shit. People just bring their damn dogs into the store. They don't look like no damn service animal. Yes, you look at it, just barking and shit. Don't be, next time, take that damn dog outside and leave it in the damn car, leave it at home. That ain't no damn service animal. Why you got that damn dog in the store?
Because you're coming.
I don't give a damn. Why you got that dog in the store?
Like, I thought there was a skit, but the way the dog barking at him and the lady, like, but y'all know most of them dogs in there are not service animals. Come on.
Come on, with the Prepare the mirror.
Pull me down. Pull my wig off. From where to where? Gabby, that's not a race. That is not a race. I need to hold your shoulder. I need to hold your shoulder. Hold my shoulder. You hold somebody else's shoulder. You hold my shoulder.
Listen, I watched all 3 parts and he never skated, y'all. I don't know why he put the skates on and laced them up.
I used to be very promiscuous in my life. Been with many, many, many men. I'm not proud of it, but it's just what it is. Now, while I was living like that, I did not like it. I couldn't understand why I was being so harsh. No, I would go from one man to the next. Yeah, and I didn't like the way it made me feel. Yeah. So one day, about 8 years ago or so, I said, Father, I need your help. Please help me to quit sleeping around like this. He answered my prayer, and don't you know, I've been celibate ever since. But what my father let me know was that from a very young age, I had the light of God in my aura and around me. And what my parents would do is they would lend me out. They would sell me out to men for money. Yeah. Oh, but I need you to know that my father has healed me and he's still healing me. A lot of the men that I was messing with, mind control was going on, making me behave in ways that I never would have behaved otherwise. So if you are a promiscuous person and it's eating at you, I need you to know, forgive yourself. Yeah, because sometimes there are negative entities and spirits attached to that. But if you pray to your Father and ask Him to help you, He will help you to let go of that.
I'm glad she got that monkey off her back, y'all. I'm so glad she got that monkey off her back. Amen.
I'm tired of the mother. Can't do it no more. Shit changed. My daughter now 21. She dating the cat. And see, when you get old, you don't think these things apply to you. Cause see, we laugh, we joke, we talk about it all the time. But everybody in this room one day gonna come when you gonna get old and your kids, your daughter gonna have a stud. My daughter got a motherfucker, you know. I'm gonna give it to you straight. I don't like the motherfucker, okay? He fucking my daughter, I got a problem. I know he fucking. I know he fucking. I called over there, he over there. 2 o'clock in the morning. What the fuck he doing over there? They ain't reading. If he is, something wrong with the motherfucker. She live in New Orleans. I called her at 7 o'clock. She ain't answer. I called her at 8 o'clock in the morning. She ain't answer. I called that man around 10 o'clock. She ain't answer. I jumped on the plane. I said, I'm gonna sneak up on this motherfucker like death. I'm gonna sneak up on this motherfucker, you know? I got to her house at 9 o'clock. Hit the front door, ran to the back, looked in the window. I don't care if y'all don't like me, I'm telling you what the fuck I did. I'm telling you the truth. I love my daughter. I want to see. I don't know what I want to see, but I want to see something. If I see something I don't like, it's gonna be trouble. I'm not bullshit. I ain't gonna sit here and try to play with y'all like I'm all calm and shit. No, I ain't calm. I knocked on that motherfucker door, he answered the door. Who is it? I said, who the fuck do you think it is? I said, open this motherfucking door right, motherfucker, and I was cussing like a motherfucker, man. say, it's your daddy. I said, you better believe it. She opened the door. Daddy, I slapped the fucker. I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't give her a chance to talk. What the fuck? Shut up! Shut the fuck up! When your voice go up, you serious. Shut the fuck up! I pulled my 45. I swear to God, I'm not lying. I said, somebody better tell me something. Somebody better tell me something. And it better be something I like. We were just sitting here talking. I said, talking about what? Talk, be quick, be quick, be quick. So we're gonna be on the news, we're gonna be on the news. Bernie Mac shot me 9 times. And look for another clip. I swear to God. I love my daughter. I got one daughter, I ain't got no spare. Yeah, I'm cock blocking. You goddamn right. You goddamn right. I ain't ashamed. My only daughter doing the pussy. I came in sniffing too, you know. I came in, you know. Hey, fuck that. I wanna know. What's going on? What's going on here? Motherfucker, I don't like them. I ain't gonna bullshit you. Ain't nothing there for me to like. Fucking my dog. You know, I wish don't let me catch it. That's why I can't see our parents let motherfuckers stay in the house with their dog. Something is wrong with that parent who let a motherfucker stay in the house. I'm telling you like it is. It's one dick in my house. Mine. Ain't no spending no night. I don't give a fuck what's wrong. Snowstorm, rainstorm, hurricane. You got to go. You got to go. I'm tired of them.
I know that's right, Barney.
I'm tired of the mother.
A grandmother is behind bars after attacking family members on Thanksgiving Day in Southwest Memphis. Good evening, I'm Mandy Rock. Daryl Green and Darcy Thomas have the evening off. This all happened on Delta Road around 3 this afternoon. Fox 13 Sierra Jordan breaks down the moments leading up to this incident.
Police say a grandmother stabbed 2 of her family members after a verbal argument happened inside their home on Delta Road. The neighbors I spoke with were shocked to find crime scene tape blocking off their street as they were celebrating Thanksgiving with their loved ones.
And it's just kind of unfortunate to have to go through this on Thanksgiving Day.
James Stevens and his family were enjoying their Thanksgiving Day meal until they were interrupted by the sound of sirens coming from outside.
And we come outside to see all the yellow tape around. Got the street blocked off down there.
Those sirens were police responding to an aggravated assault at a home on Delta Road just after 3 p.m. Police say a woman and her mother were arguing about various things, including the suspect pushing her son. Then police say the grandmother attacked her with a knife she got from the kitchen. The victim suffered abrasions to her left hand. Just moments later, the suspect then struck her grandson with a knife in his left hand near his thumb. That is when the grandmother ran away from the scene before officers arrived.
The violence around Memphis is still very high. It's just, you have to watch yourself on every corner and right here in our own home and neighborhoods. Family getting together. Family, friends, feasting, never this.
Now, Memphis police say the grandmother was heavily intoxicated and possibly drinking at the time of the incident. They say she is now in custody. In Memphis, Sierra Jordan, Fox 13 News.
Listen, the comments didn't disappoint because everybody know them people did something to set Granny off. Here's what they say. I want to know what the argument was. What y'all do to Granny? What? Nah, we need to hear from Granny. Nah, she was fed up. Me, mom wasn't messing around. Okay, she's my age in her 50s. I do not relate to grandmother. They made it sound like some old lady. She's in her prime. We need to hear from Granny. This is a spiritual battle. Somebody said, did nobody stream this live? We need to hear from Granny. Hopefully she's out on bail. Hopefully somebody will go live. I'm surprised we haven't seen this.
Welcome to this side of TikTok where we discuss food history. If you enjoy ranch dressing on salad, ranch dressing with pizza, or even ranch dressing with cheese curds, here's a little known fact. Ranch dressing is living black history. Ranch dressing, the condiment that we all love, was invented by a black Nebraska cowboy named Steve Henson. Ranch dressing, arguably one of the most American dips or sauces of all time, was created by a black man. And some of you may know that his ranch, Hidden Valley, also became the name of his company, which he sold, I believe, to Clorox back in the 70s or 80s. The story goes that Henson had a ranch in California, and he would make the dressing. And his guests liked it so much that they asked if there was some that they could take home. So he would create an herb mixture that the guests could take home, and they would be able to mix mayonnaise and buttermilk with it, and voila, they would be able to make their own ranch dressing at home. And the rest is history.
Listen, I used to think Hidden Valley Ranch was just so exquisite. Like, you saw the ranch, you saw California, it was fresh, vegetables, like, yeah.
They arrested me 5 times in 5 cities in 5 days. What the fuck? They arrested me so much, as soon as I see the police, my body just automatically assumes the position. Just... me 5 times.
They had Cat stressed out.
We've been married? We've been married since 92, so what is that, 32 years?
How? Like for the masses?
Want to be. You gotta want it. I don't want nobody to have my woman. She mine. I'm hers.
What's the word that we just had somebody on? The relationship has to have staying power. Certain things in the culture has never changed. It's just all about how you are locked in with your partner. You don't stay with a person for as long as you've been with your person and can honestly say, man, every single day I wake up and it's just doves flying.
But who in your life is it like that with? You don't like your mama every day. Some days she get on your nerves. Some day you know your brother. Every day ain't gonna be roses.
Yeah.
You can't expect that from your spouse. It's all about, are y'all a family or not? You know, you gotta be willing to give. And as a person that you want to give to, your time, effort, and love.
Cam will never get it. Cam couldn't get it as a quarterback, and he ain't gonna get it as a husband. That's the show, y'all. Inspiration on the way. Y'all stay blessed. I'ma holler at you when I get this. Yeah, there you go. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Good morning, everyone. I stand before you today not as someone who's never faced hardship, but as someone who has walked through the fire and come out on the other side. I'm here to remind you of something powerful, something you may have forgotten in the midst of your struggles. Don't give up in hard times. Let me tell you something, family. Life doesn't promise us smooth sailing. In fact, it almost guarantees us storms. There will be moments when it feels like the weight of the world is bearing down on you. The road ahead might seem long and the obstacles insurmountable, but don't you dare let that stop you. Don't you dare think that just because you're in the middle of a struggle, it's over for you. Life has a way of testing us. It challenges us with obstacles we never saw coming, with setbacks that knock the wind out of our sails, and with disappointments that leave us questioning everything. But in the midst of these trials, there is something extraordinary that we all have the potential to tap into: resilience. The power of resilience is the strength to keep moving forward when everything within you tells you to quit. It's the quiet courage that rises up in the face of adversity, the unspoken determination that refuses to let you stay down when life tries to push you to the ground. Resilience isn't just about bouncing back after a fall, it's about the strength you gain through the fall. It's the ability to adapt, to rebuild, and to emerge even stronger than you were before. Think of it like a tree that bends in the storm. It might sway and groan under the wind's force, but it doesn't snap. Instead, it learns to bend with the breeze, its roots growing deeper, its trunk becoming sturdier, preparing itself for the next storm that may come. The tree doesn't choose the storm, it just chooses to stand, to endure, and to grow through the storm. That's what resilience is, a choice to not be broken, but to be forged in the fire. Too often we fall into the trap of thinking that resilience means having everything figured out or being unaffected by the challenges we face. But true resilience doesn't come from pretending we're invincible or suppressing our pain. It comes from acknowledging the difficulty of the moment, embracing the discomfort, and still choosing to move forward. The real power of resilience lies in the way we show up authentically and courageously despite our circumstances. It's in the quiet moments when no one is watching, when you're tempted to give up, but something inside you says, no, I'm not done yet. This inner strength is not about being unbreakable, it's about bending without snapping. It's about acknowledging the pressure, the burden, the weight of what you're carrying, and still choosing to rise. There is power in the process of rebuilding. There's power in the moments when you feel exhausted, when you feel like you've given all you can, but somehow you dig deep and find the strength to keep going. This process is what builds resilience, the ability to keep getting up after you've been knocked down, to keep showing up when the future seems uncertain, and to keep believing in yourself when the evidence of success is nowhere in sight. Resilience teaches us that setbacks are not the end of the story. They are simply a chapter in the journey. Every challenge you face, every trial you go through is an opportunity to strengthen your capacity to withstand more, to endure longer, and to achieve greater things. The greatest achievers in history, the ones who have made the most profound impact on the world, are not the ones who never failed, they are the ones who failed, got back up, and kept going. Their resilience became the fuel that propelled them forward, even when the road seemed impossible to navigate. Consider the stories of those who faced the most extreme adversity, those who've been through unimaginable suffering, loss, and hardship. What separates them from others is their ability to rise again. You can't always control the circumstances, but you can control how you respond to them. The power of resilience is not about avoiding pain. It's about developing the mental, emotional, and spiritual strength to face it, endure it, and ultimately transcend it. Sometimes it's not about how fast you go, but about how long you can last. Resilience is the art of persisting when all the odds are against you, when everything around you seems to be falling apart, and when it feels like your efforts are in vain. Yet in the midst of those feelings, resilience whispers, keep moving, keep trusting. You're closer than you think. The truth is, resilience isn't something you are born with. It is cultivated. It is grown in the soil of struggle, watered by tears, and nurtured by your willingness to press on. As you nurture this power within yourself, you'll find that you're not just surviving the hard times, you're learning, evolving, and transforming into someone who is equipped to handle whatever comes next. So when you find yourself facing a challenge, when the weight of the world feels like it's pressing down on you, remember this, you have the power to rise. You have the power to keep going. And with each step you take, you are becoming stronger, more resilient, and more capable of handling whatever comes your way. This power doesn't just come from what happens to you, it comes from what you choose to do with what happens to you. And when you choose to rise, when you choose to move forward, you will discover a strength within you that you never knew existed. It's a fact that life isn't always easy. In fact, it can often feel like the harder you try to move forward, the more obstacles seem to rise in your path. Struggle, pain, and hardship are not just part of life, they are a part of growth. And though we tend to view these difficult moments as setbacks, the truth is that struggle carries with it a strength that we often can't see in the moment. In fact, there is a unique power that is only unlocked through struggle. When we're faced with challenges, our first instinct is often to wish for them to go away, to pray that the difficulty will pass and for the pain to stop. But struggle is not meant to destroy us, it's meant to shape us. It is in the struggle that we discover the depths of our own resilience, where our true strength is revealed. Think about the process of forging metal. In order for steel to become strong, it must be heated, pounded, and shaped under immense pressure. If it's never put through this process, it remains weak, untested. Struggle works the same way on our spirits. It's the pressure that forges us into stronger, more capable individuals. In every moment of difficulty, there is an opportunity to dig deeper within ourselves. Struggle forces us to tap into reserves we didn't know we had. The strength that we find in the hardest moments often surpasses the strength we thought we had in the easy moments. Have you ever been in a situation where you didn't think you could go any further, yet somehow you found the energy to push through? That's the power of struggle. It's not about what you can do when everything is smooth sailing. It's about what you can do when the winds are against you, when the weight of the world feels like it's crushing you, when every instinct tells you to quit. The ability to stand strong in those moments is where your true strength is formed.